Welcome. Today we are going to explore the relationship between vectors and trigonometry. This is a fundamental concept in physics and engineering, but we will break it down simply so it is easy to understand. We will look at magnitude, direction, and how to split a vector into its components. First, let us define what a vector actually is. Most things we measure in daily life, like mass or temperature, are just numbers. We call these scalars. A vector is different because it has two parts: magnitude, which is the size or length, and direction, which tells us which way it is going. A classic example is velocity, which tells you how fast you are going and where you are headed. When we draw a vector on a graph, it often points diagonally. To make the math easier, we can break this single diagonal vector into two separate parts called components. We have the horizontal component, called Vx, which lies along the x-axis, and the vertical component, called Vy, which goes up along the y-axis. If we rearrange these lines slightly, you will see a familiar shape emerge, a right-angled triangle. The vector itself is the long diagonal side, known as the hypotenuse. The horizontal component is the adjacent side, and the vertical component is the opposite side. This triangle is the key to using trigonometry. To find the length of the horizontal component, we use the cosine function. Remember SOH CAH TOA? Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. In our case, that means cosine of theta equals Vx divided by V. By rearranging this formula, we get a simple rule. Vx equals the total magnitude V multiplied by the cosine of the angle. Similarly, to find the vertical height, we use the sine function. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. This means sine of theta equals Vy divided by V. Rearranging this gives us the formula for the vertical component. Vy equals magnitude V multiplied by the sine of the angle. What if we have the opposite problem? Suppose we know the separate x and y components, and we want to find the total length of the vector. We use the Pythagorean theorem: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. For us, this means the square root of vx squared plus vy squared gives us the total magnitude, v. Finally, to find the angle theta, we use the tangent function. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, or Vy divided by Vx. To solve for the angle itself, we use the inverse tangent function on your calculator. This tells us the exact direction the vector is pointing. Let's try a quick example. Imagine a force of 50 newtons pushing at a 30-degree angle. To find the horizontal part, we multiply 50 by the cosine of 30, giving us 43.3 newtons. To find the vertical part, we multiply 50 by the sine of 30, which gives us exactly 25 newtons. Here is a summary of the formulas you need. Use cosine for the horizontal x component. Use sine for the vertical y component. Use Pythagoras to find the total magnitude. And use inverse tangent to find the angle. With these 4 tools, you can solve almost any basic vector problem.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.